Now, earlier in the year, Nairofey decided to shock us with news about her relationship with one Yeforian. As in, that's the reverse of her name, Nairofey. His real name is, I think, Duncan. So, Nairofey and Duncan, they were the picture of couple goals, okay? They have been bombarding us with couple content. It's been cute. We've seen the journey. They dated for a hot minute and then they got married, I think, in 2021 in August. And it was a very hush-hush ceremony with very few close friends involved. Anyway, they were the picture of marital bliss. And they were doing this long distance thing. So it was a cute perspective to go on her page and just see her talk about her relationship and how she is kikiing with her bae in a different time zone, in a different country. It was cute. Until in January, they decided to shock us with news about their marriage. They were breaking up. Nairofey was being brand new. You know how when a girl breaks up with somebody, they start putting motivational quotes. Hashtag new me, hashtag new chapter, hashtag new life, hashtag everything. Anyway, she was moving different. And she didn't stop there because she went ahead and laid out, or rather unnickered their dirty laundry, and for everyone to see. Talked about how Yeforian was supposedly not financially stable, the things going on in their relationship. It was a lot. It was messy. It was disgusting. But us, the online in-laws, don't we like drama? We love the drama. And that is what we fed on for a hot minute. I think a few weeks almost, yeah? Anyway, things quieted down on that end, and we could see Nairofey had moved on into a new house, a new everything. She was living her best life. And she even partnered with Sean Arwa, and Sean was talking about how I have walked with you through this breakup journey. Aki, if you ever get back with this man again, we are going to break up, because there's no way I have seen you cry. We have cried together. We have cursed this man. We have done all of these things. And then you up and decided we're going to get back together. It just makes zero absolutely sense. Anyway, fast forward to recently. Nairofey is in Dubai and she's been seen around, you know, living her best life there, enjoying the soft life in a certain car. Her ring is supposedly back on her finger. And obviously we started to speculate, because that is what we do, okay? When you bring us into your marriage, we are allowed to discuss everything inside it, okay? Wewe katu ukipost elbow na shoulder, because the minute you reveal the face, we are entitled to ask questions. Anyway, please note that Duncan also resides in Dubai. And she has been seen in the same car that her ex used to drive, or her ex drives. And she has been seen with a ring back on her finger. So people are thinking, are you all back together? What is happening? What is really happening? And to add salt to the injury, Sean Arwa has unfollowed Nairofey on social media. So could this be the vow that Sean made? If you get back with your ex after everything we've been through with you, I will not be friends with you anymore. Anyway, to put a wet blanket on those sparks that you guys are trying to piece together, Nairofey put out a statement and said, kindly msinifukuzie my new man with your propaganda. Hawa Miss Know-It-All mmekosa adabu sana. You are all shameless. But honestly, Nairofey, we are not convinced. We are not convinced that the two of you are not back together. Either you guys got back together, because what duve moja? As in, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. Like, there's a specific ex of mine. Truly break up a 7 months straight, you know. We'd break up and then, you know, like randomly, I miss you, I miss us. And then, you know, that thing where the picture backups, you know, they remind you, they send you like a collage, twing of pictures of you together when you are happy, and it pulls on your heartstrings. People who have been together for a hot minute just don't break up that easily, especially if there was not like a period while in the relationship when you people disconnected for a hot minute, and then you eventually let go of all of this. If you just broke up all of a sudden, immediately, it's gonna be a minute before you all break up, you know, kabisa. So, what do you think? Have they broken up and they're keeping it? Have they gotten back together and they're keeping it low-key? Or does Nairofey just have a type, you know? They have the same car, they live in the same area. We don't know. But we're speculating. The math is not mathing.
Okay, when it comes to these relationships, I think if you feel like you're that person, you're very finicky with your decisions. You're very wishy-washy when you break up with someone. Don't be perambulating on social media for
Exactly.
what? She's over there saying the way he scammed people, he was a scammer, his mother did what? Like she literally called him out on all of his nonsense. And then she goes back to collect him. Do you understand? How is it possible that you will put us in a position where we have to now and filter out all the stuff he told us about this man, how horrible he was, how much of a tumultuous relationship you all had, how much he was ripping benefits from your brand, how much of a person, I mean, how much he was in control of your social media, your YouTube, all of these things that you told us, that seemed very toxic and honestly highly narcissistic. By the way, he came off as like the worst kind of person, the scum of the earth, for lack of better words. And then now we're supposed to somehow, we were in your corner, by the way. How do you feel? How do you think the reception will be? Like, in my mind, I don't even know how to put those two things together. Like, he was toxic, but oh yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and take more L's. I'm gonna go back and have him mistreat me and take control and charge of all my social media and seize my accounts and take my car. And then I want to go back to sending myself flowers for social media clout. Like, what is that? That would be such an atrocity to the female gender in general. And not that this is supposed to be your cause. Look, at the end of the day, you do what you gotta do, boo boo. But at the end of the day, also remember, we will also not be in your corner. Like, it's going to be very difficult for all of us to be just like, oh yeah, he's horrible, but like, yeah, do you like love? You guys are in love. You are suited for each other, as Shekinah would say. It wouldn't be something that will be easy to palate. It will be very difficult for us to palate and to let it sit in our mouths. It's just like it's gonna be weird. But if it's your type, honey. If your type is the same kind of guy, do you? Like, at the end of the day, you can't really stop anyone from finding love. I was told sometime before, when we were having a discussion, when you see people, you're like, wow. When you watch these Married at First Sight, Blind is love is who's uncle. Anyway, when you watch all those shows, you can clearly tell people who are really not supposed to be together. Like, you can, right off the bat, you're just like, I know these two people, nah, they cannot be together. But somehow they keep getting back together. They'll do all these things. They'll come and tell us all this nonsense. Oh, he's toxic, gaslit me, did what, did the other. And then they'll get back together. And you're like, wait, what? How is that? At some point, let's just make it very clear to ourselves as well. Some people are just meant for each other. Doesn't matter how toxic their relationship, their toxicity works for them. So just leave them alone. I think that's how I'm going to look at it if Nairofey is back with the other guy. It's weird.